Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? Well, I've actually been working on this for a little while and Jaden helped me with it too. It's a '08 Jeep Wrangler 4-liter automatic. And it came in needing a transmission. So I overhauled the transmission. It's basically an old school 904 style transmission. So the customer also said they've been chasing a problem in this thing. He's been chasing a intermittent hard start, like extended crank, and they put new plugs in it, new wires in it, a new distributor in it, a new crank sensor, a new throttle position sensor, and a new idle air control. Put all that stuff in there new, and still he had the problem. It would throw a check engine light every once in a blue moon. Like, you could probably do it, when I say every once in a blue moon, I'm saying on a daily basis you can make it happen. It would start fine, start like you turn the key, it would fire right up. But then all of a sudden you get to a point where it would crank and crank and crank and crank and crank, and all of a sudden start. And when it did that, it would throw a check engine light. And the check engine light was for, or the code was for, camshaft, crankshaft, intermittent. The sensor, intermittent signal. Okay. First place you start, I already had the transmission out. We had looked at the flex plate, because the flex plate has the windows on it for the crank sensor. So we inspected all of that, everything looked fine, no issues there. Because if you remember my truck, the cam sensor, the wheel was damaged. It's a very similar setup on this, but except it's attached to the flex plate. Some of you call it a flywheel. I call it a flywheel occasionally, and people get all bent out of shape. It's not a flywheel, it's a flex plate. Whatever. Anyway, the cam sensor on this, however, is part of the distributor. Or it's not part of the distributor, it's a serviceable piece in the distributor, technically. The distributors on these are kind of different in theory, if you think about it. They don't control timing, so to speak, for ignition. They control the fuel, okay? But they are the cam sensor, and I can show you the distributor sitting here. Now here is the distributor that I actually took out of the vehicle. This is the one that was in the vehicle that the customer had installed, or had somebody install. The reason for this pin in here, these distributors come locked in one position. If it's a 4-liter, it's in that position. If it's a 2.5, the 4-cylinder, then it's locked in, whoops. It is locked in, I'll show you in a second if I can get there. Hello, McFly. It's locked in that position. So that hole there for 4-liter, that hole there for 2.5. Same hole in the distributor base. Okay. If you were to install this into a 4-liter with it in the 2.5 spot, like right there, it would never start. But in that position, in the 4-liter position, it would start. Okay. Also, this distributor has this notch in it. So once you line everything up and you drop this distributor in place, you cannot turn it. It's pretty much locked once the bolt is in place. Even if the bolt's not tight, it's not going anywhere because it's being stopped by that fork. Follow what I'm saying? So you cannot adjust timing on this. It's all computer controlled. All right. This is the cam sensor. Cam sensor sits in the distributor. Now it's got this window here. See this? This turns, and this is what sends the signal through this pickup. See this? It sits inside here. I should probably just put you in a tripod. It sits in here, just like so, and it turns through that little window there. Let me turn my light on. See it right there? So it'll turn. See that? And it'll be up inside there. Okay. So, checked everything out, and like everything's fine. Let's throw a crank sensor in it just to see what happens. Put a crank sensor in it, no change. Okay. I scope out the crank sensor. I watch the waveforms, everything else. I cannot find a problem. Do the same thing with the cam sensor. Could not find a problem. Okay. So looking at it, trying to figure out what's going on. So I'm like, you know what? These are called Hall effect pickups, these cam sensors. Okay, I've seen these things do some weird things over the years. Now, here's something kind of interesting. Take a look at this. This distributor and this cap, or this pickup, Hall effect. You see any numbers on it? Any markings on it at all? At all? Anywhere? Anything? McFly? Hello? Nothing. There's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. Okay? In case you're wondering, that's the oil pump drive. There was absolutely nothing there. Get to the cap, which the cap comes with it. It's a Performance or R Performance, whatever the heck that means. Basically, it's a no-name. You know, is it a cheapo eBay special? Is it a cheapo Amazon special? I don't know. I haven't the slightest idea. Did they get it at a parts store? Is it like the really cheap Duralast ones? I don't know. I haven't the slightest idea. So I was like, you know what? Let's just get a new pickup for it. Let me just try a new pickup just to see. I put a new pickup in it. I tried it for a day. This was before I went on vacation. I tried it for a day. No problems. No problems at all. Thing was running great. Okay. I let the car sit, get heat soaked, the whole bit, take it for rides. I took it for probably 4 rides on that Wednesday before I left. No issues. None whatsoever. Okay. I think it's fixed. I leave for vacation on Thursday. I get a phone call from Rob. Guess what? Jeep's doing the same thing again. Like, oh, great. So he's like, what do you think it is? Honestly, I think it's a bad distributor. Okay. So the customer's like, all right, let's try a distributor. So Jaden helped me out, and he took part of it apart, and he started to put the distributor in, but he has very little experience when it comes to distributors. And it's not for everyone, and I totally get it, but he got most of it done. I set it back in place to where it's in the right position. Now, setting it in place, you set up the old distributor so it's basically pointing in the correct direction that the new distributor is going to point in. But now the new distributor is locked. They actually have a plastic pin that goes up inside there. So this way, when you drop it in place, it's locked in place. When we did that, the fork was, okay, say my glasses are the bolt hole, the fork was like this. It was off. Okay, rotate the motor over a little bit, get it all the way to where it needs to be, lock it down. Go to start it up, don't sound right. It won't rev up. I'm like, this thing's off a tooth. But it will start, but it was off a tooth. Took it back out, I advanced it 1 tooth, starts fine. Starts absolutely fine. So actually, let me start it up right now, because I did take it for a ride, so it's heat soaked again. But we're going to hold this thing for a day or two because I want to keep trying it. So now, the ignition key in this thing's a little wonky. And it would throw the check engine light almost immediately when it would have a problem. But you heard how nicely it started. So, and when I took it for a ride, it ran great. When it would throw the check engine light, it would have the hard crank, it would, or a long start, it would be like rubber, and then boom, it would fire. On those occasions too, the thing would have a misfire. Like you go to take off and it would be like and take off. It has no misfire right now or anything. I just took it for a pretty good ride. It's hot, so I'm thinking it's fixed. So I have a funny feeling. Oh, the distributor that we put in was an Elkin, a new one, premium from Napa. I believe it's an Elkin. Well, it's a brand new Napa, so that's the ones that I would choose, you know, over like a Duralast or whatever. They definitely make a much better product. Yes, they're more money, but they're definitely a better product. I got a funny feeling the phasing in this distributor, this cheapie, is off. So what could be off in it? I don't know. I haven't the slightest idea. There's casting flash in there on the plastic. I mean, I don't know who makes this. I haven't the slightest idea. Other than that, a Performance. You know, I mean, everything else looks okay, but looks are deceiving. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to park this thing. I'm going to try it out several times during the day. If something happens, you'll know about it because I'll make another video. But I got a funny feeling that's all it was. I think that that distributor is off because, like I said, when we dropped it in, it was off by like a half a notch. So I think it was just off enough to where it was starting fine, but it was sending the computer into fits every once in a while. Like it was seeing the signal being in a different position and being like, something's wrong here. And the code, believe it or not, if you read up on the code, I can't remember what the exact code was. If you read up on the code, it also said check for a worn gear on the distributor. So that tells you something. That tells you if the gear is worn, obviously you're going to have slop. And this gear is obviously not worn. This gear is perfect because this distributor is brand new. So, all right. That's pretty much it. I'm going to put this thing outside and try it again, like I said. I got a funny feeling it's fine. So if you don't see another video, you know it's good. All right, that's it. Hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. If you look down in the description below, you'll see links to Amazon products that I personally use. If you could please give it a click, I'd really appreciate it. I'm not asking you to buy anything. If you do, even better, because I do get a percentage that way. But if you give it a click, at least it shows I get traffic. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you have a great day. Keep wrenching.